today is all about cooperative and experiential learning. Cooperative learning is an educational approach that emphasizes group work and collaborating among students. It encourages the development of social skills, problem solving abilities, and self-esteem. And cooperative learning, students are divided into small groups and assigned specific roles and responsibilities within the group. The groups work together to achieve a common goal, such as completing a project or solving problems. The teacher acts as a facilitator, providing guidance and feedback to the group. This approach aims to create a supportive and inclusive learning environment where students can learn from each other and develop important life skills. So, cooperative learning has the following features. So, there are 5 features in cooperative learning. First is students are actively engaged, thus developing in each member a cooperative spirit. Second, each member is challenged to give his or her best because it can create a healthy and competitive spirit. Third, it allows learners creativity and innovation because they interact with people their age, peers, or classmates. Fourth, it develops positivity like open-mindedness, humility, and give and take attitude as well as listening skills. And the last one is it reduces pressure from work and creates a positive classroom atmosphere. Also, cooperative learning has 3 stages. First is teachers assign learners to groups. Teachers should be creative. Rubrics should also be borrowed now and then so that learners get the experience working with others. For example, a teacher could assign learners to groups based on their interest or strength. They could create groups with a mix or abilities, personalities, and backgrounds to encourage diversity and foster collaboration. The teacher could rotate this group periodically to provide learners with different experiences and perspectives. Second stages is tasking is a vital component of cooperative learning. Clear and concrete instruction should be given by the teacher, like the time elements involved to finish the task, materials to use, the role of the members, and the like. So, for example, of tasking in cooperative learning could be a science project where students are divided into 4 groups. The teacher provides each group with a specific topic, such as the water cycle, and gives them clear instructions to research, create a presentation, and present their findings to the class. The teacher also outlines the time frame for completing the project, which might be 2 weeks, and specifies the materials they can use, such as laptop, poster board, and visual aids. For the last stage, the working time and task collaboration should be an active process. Teachers need to also actively monitor how tasks are done. For example, during the working time, the teacher could encourage active participation by asking questions and engaging in discussions with the groups. They could also assign specific roles to each group member, such as a researcher, presenter, or timekeeper, to ensure that everyone contributes equally. The teacher should monitor the progress of each group and provide feedback or assistance as needed.
Good day, everyone. Now, let's move on to experiential learning. So, experiential learning involves hands-on experiences that foster learning through reflection, experimentation, and discovery. So, students connecting theoretical concept to practical application. So, next, actual hands-on activities are still the most effective means of learning. So example, science fair. So students design and conduct experiments, testing hypotheses and analyzing results. Next, debates. So students research and argue topics, developing critical thinking and public speaking skills. So next is direct and purposeful experiences are rich experiences that the senses bring from which ideas, concepts, generalizations are constructed. Dale 1969. So realities can be brought to the classroom through the planned activities of the teacher in planning the delivery of a lesson or topic, the way experiences are perceived and used in the classroom makes it easier for the learner to in- internalize what has been taught. So experiences through the planned activities of the teacher is a way of achieving a goal or achieve or objective in learning. So learning by doing, then it is and concepts contrived experiences are substitutes for real things, objects, or situations. Example of this are models, mock-up, specimen, simulations, and even games. So substitutes such as this can also bring near to real experiences to the learners. So last, experiential learning can also take the form of dramatized experiences like plays, pageants, tableau, pantomime, puppets, and role playing. So that would be all. And thanks for watching.